Texas, and Jones AT&T Stadium home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Defense is about getting the guy on the ground, holding on for dear life. It's hard, I know, with so much speed on the outside, but you got to get that guy on the ground. When you miss one tackle, next thing you know, all that extra yardage is killing your defense.
Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's looking for a man on second down. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
Try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coach.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Coming after him. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Going to the running game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Butler. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short on 1st down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. He's moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. 1st down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Avoids pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. And now on 2nd down for this offense. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run play action. And and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Dickey. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Poole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Got his man in the middle. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
That's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Makes a grab and he's dragged down. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Open space at the 25. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Slams ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week. but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Oklahoma. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? And the Red Raiders get it past the sticks.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
That's caught. It's Proctor. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Gets it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
You think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they wait for it, and by the way, they got it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That is how it's done on third down. It's no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, a low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They go to the ground. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Nice move to stay on his feet. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
From the gun, the running back has it. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Longhorns will punt this one away. And the returner is stopped. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing strong.
And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Connection to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
They'll run for it on fourth down. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Nice move there.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Quick release on the RPO. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Working the middle, it's complete. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal flag.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and makes the big-time play?
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line, and one of the biggest games of the year.
Looking to throw on third. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll just keep slinging it. Snagged in the middle. It's Mack. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. They'll try to get the first through the air. The throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On second down, they'll take to the air. Myers on the move. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
It's now second down.
Now on second down. Reads it, fires complete. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Throws to the back. With the catch, it's Albright. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. It's good. And they tie the game in the final seconds.
And
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. Fourth quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Gonna run it. It's Albright. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the end zone. If he houses this, it's ball game. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That is a huge break for this offense. Instead of the turnover, roughing the passer, and you've still got the football. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try the run. Bulls his way forward. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. They've got a little work to do here on third and goal in overtime. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. That is no good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Headed to the end zone. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.